A very warm welcome to all of you. In the Module 3 People Skills, today we are going to learn about an interesting topic, that is motivation. So friends, when we are talking about motivation, what does exactly come into your mind? The motivation is a concept which comes from the word motive, which means these are certain needs, wants or desires which an individual have. So my motivation could be, or my want could be, that yes, I want to have a very good and lavish life. These are my desires. In other words, it is a process of stimulating the people to actions to accomplish the goals. So when I say that I want a very lavish life, it means it is going to stimulate me to achieve all the things that are inclusive in my desire. Say for example, as a student, my motivation is after my graduation, I wish to have a very good salary and a car, which is my dream car. Now, the moment I say this, yes, it is going to stimulate me to work towards my goal. Now, when we apply this particular concept to a workplace, the place where we are doing the job, the goal over here will be the psychological factor, and that psychological factor will stimulate my behavior. Now, what kind of behavior could be at workplace? To earn more salary, to have a career growth, to get promotion, to have a recognition that yes, I'm working in so and so company, so and so organization, I'm working as a senior manager over there. And when doing this, I am very much satisfied with my job. That is a job satisfaction and working along with my teamwork. Friends, when we talk about motivation, especially when we are concerned about the workplace, these things are of great importance. Now, when we say of great importance, yes, because these are the driving factors that will make you success and make you feel pride when you're working with an organization. When we say motivation, it is a process that initiates. What kind of initiation? Initiation to work for a plan. Initiation to work to achieve that goal. It is a process that initiate, it guides. Yes, it will also give you the guiding lines that how you are going to move along that path. And it maintains a goal-oriented behavior. This motivation is a very true driver. The reason behind it keeps you constantly reminding, yes, this is my destiny and I want to reach there. When we talk about motivation, it involves the biological, emotional, social, and cognitive forces. So, four forces are activating our behavior. These four forces work together and then they motivate an individual. Biological force, it is within ourselves. Emotional force, yes, I'm going to have a very good career in my life. Social, when I get that particular job, I'm going to have a status that yes, he's working with so and so organization. And cognitive forces, as we have discussed, these will be certain beliefs and values that I'll be getting. I'm associated with this company, I'm working for so and so profile, I'm a salaried person with very good salary. Yes, all those things will activate my behavior and I'll start behaving like this. So motivation is a word that is used to describe why a person does something. Now, this doing, yes, definitely always has to be in a positive manner. The process of motivation, it consists of basically three stages. The first stage, a felt need or a drive. As I said, that yes, once I have completed my graduation, I want to have a good salary job. Along with that, a good salaried job in a MNC. I'm just giving an example to you. Now, the moment I say this, it creates a stimulus in my mind that what are the different MNCs, how I'm going to apply for that job, how I should be prepared for that particular job. what are the preparation times that are being needed, how to attend that interview, what are the things, what are the skills that are being needed. So this is the second stage. A stimulus will be created. And the third will be, I have got the job. I'm going to now do excellently because what I'm waiting for next, my promotion, my increments, my salary, a much better job profile. So the third stage, when needs are satisfied, the satisfaction or accomplishment of goals will move on. So we can say that motivation is a psychological phenomena, which means needs and wants of the individuals have to be tackled. Tackled? Yes. When we say tackled, because we are going to have a plan, and this plan is going to be improving step by step, stage by stages. The moment I say I have to have a job, then the next stage is I want to have a good salary. The moment I say good salary, I should have a proper career development plan. When I say career development plan, now I start with my other desires. This is what motivation does to an individual. Motivation, once again, it is, as I have told you, this is something which initiates, guides, and maintains the goal oriented behavior. It is emotional and biological in nature. Now, let's see what are the types of motivation. Different types of motivation are frequently described. One, it is extrinsic in nature, and two, it is intrinsic in nature. When we talk about extrinsic motivation, these are the factors which are outside the individual. So those could be like, my manager says, yes, for this particular quarter, if you attain this target, then you are going to get a promotion and at the same time and very good incentive. So my extrinsic factor will be money. The moment I'll be getting recognition, it is a social recognition. The moment I'll be getting praised for achievement of the targets, I am going to feel happy. So these are said to be as extrinsic motivators. Whereas when we are talking about intrinsic motivators, these are within an individual. So when we talk about the intrinsic motivators, these arise from within an individual. So these could be like solving, as simple as that, a crossword puzzle is like solving a problem for me. So the moment that thrust is within me, I try to go towards it. I try my best, give my best so that I can achieve it. This is your intrinsic factor. Now, what are the uses of motivation? When we say that motivation is being used, it is a guiding force for all human behavior. But understanding how it works and the factors that may impact can be in number of ways. Motivation helps us to improve the efficiency of the people as they work towards the goal. Yes, if today I am A, then tomorrow I will be aiming to have A plus or O. Accordingly, I should plan my action and I will plan my action. This will encourage the people to engage in health oriented behavior. At the same time, it will also help to avoid unhealthy and maladaptive behaviors such as risk taking and addiction to the wrong things or unethical path. Motivation will help the people to feel more in control of their lives because when motivation is there, they are following a typical path which is going to be very much helpful for them. At the same time, motivation will help improve overall well-being and happiness. Yes, the stress factor is going to be reduced over here. Now, why motivation is important to all of us? Motivation puts human resource into action. It improves the level of efficiency. It increases the productivity. When productivity is increased, the advantage or the part or good that on the organization is it reduces the cost of operation. The organization is very much happy that employees are putting in themselves, and that is why the overall impact is 10 times better than the previous one. Motivation is also an important factor for creating a friendly relationship. It improves the interpersonal relationship between the organizations, employees, and teams. And very importantly, it leads to stability of workforce. Attrition is very much reduced as employees are more satisfied towards their job. They are more satisfied towards the kind of work that are doing. Nextly, motivation is also going to be talking about how an individual is to be motivated. So we can see them as incentives. Now, when we say the word incentive, normally the word incentive is directly connected with the monetary terms. But apart from this, incentive provide a zeal in the employees for better performance. So those incentives could be a monetary aspect or those could be non-monetary aspect. It is a natural thing that nobody acts without a purpose. And therefore, if they get a reward for a powerful incentive, then motivation is a very good part over there. Beside monetary incentives, there are certain other stimulus that drive a person to do better things. This may include job satisfaction, job security, job promotion, and a pride for accomplishment. Therefore, incentives really work better sometime to achieve the goal. As soon as I get incentives, I will be satisfied with my job. The amount I'm the amount of time, the amount of energy I'm putting in to complete my work, yes, all that is going to be leading to an incentive. So what is this? This is going to tell that yes, मैं जितना काम कर रहा हूँ उतना मुझे मिल रहा है. Apart from that, I also get a security about my job. Yes, my work is being recognized. I'm also going to see to it that if I continue working like this, I can get a very opportunity for promotion. And all this has to be result oriented. Nextly, now we'll be talking about the need of incentives can be many. How this incentive is going to work? Incentive can work by increasing the productivity, by stimulating the work, by enhancing our commitment to the work performance, by psychologically satisfying a person, by shaping a behavior or subordinate by working in a teamwork, by inculcating enthusiasm towards work, and by getting maximum of their capabilities so that they can be exploited and utilized maximally. So incentives can be worked with this particular manner. So when we say motivation, now this motivation incentives are going to be divided into two categories further. As I said, monetary incentive and non-monetary incentives. Those incentives will satisfy the subordinates by providing them rewards in terms of rupees. In Indian, it is going to be rupees, and other countries it is going to vary accordingly. Therefore, money is not only going to satisfy the psychological need, but as per our Maslow's theory, Maslow ने क्या बोला था? That every individual he is going to follow the pyramid. Pyramid एक सबसे पहले उस pyramid के base पे क्या रहता है? Every individual will have his basic needs. So what are our basic needs? Food, water, and shelter. Once these basic needs are being satisfied, then he move one step further that are said to be as safety needs. So incentive ये काम करेगा. The incentives are going to be taking care of the security needs. When the person is going to be secured, now it means he is having his own house, he has a good job, he is earning very good. Now he will be looking for a status in the society that is said to be as a social need. So we can see in many factories various wage plans and bonus schemes are being introduced to motivate and stimulate the people. Why? Because every individual is going to follow these steps. Psychological needs, then safety needs, security needs, social needs, then comes your self-esteem needs. Second part of your incentive talks about the non-monetary incentives. Now these incentives are which going to be not in terms of the rupees, but these are the incentives which deals with the ego and self-actualization of an individual. The incentives cannot be measured in terms of money, but they are going to be very much taking the person on the higher side of the pyramid. So whenever a manager has to satisfy the psychological needs of the subordinates, he is going to make the use of non-financial incentives. So non-financial incentives can be security of service, recognition of the work that is being done, giving a scheme which may be very beneficial, job enrichment. Job enrichment means in that particular kind of job, that person will be given a higher responsibility. So that is going to make him a sense of pride that yes, I'm going to do a specific project for the organization for which I'm being recognized, and promotion opportunities. So these were some of the non-financial incentives. Now, let's see what are the features of a good motivation system. If an organization has a good motivation system, then definitely every employee is going to be motivated. The carrot and stick approach. Now, what is this? This is a carrot which is being shown, a carrot is being tied to a stick and it is being shown to the employees. Now, why? Because those employees who are efficient or inefficient, they can be motivated by this particular approach. A carrot could be in form of a promotion, it could be a monetary benefit, or it could be a non-monetary benefit. But sometimes it also has to be taken care of that employee should treat the negative consequences such as fear of punishment and an outside push away from the organization very seriously. This is said to be as a stick. And they should take the positive consequences such as reward, which is a carrot. It means security of the job, moving along the ladder in the organization. This is said to be as a carrot. So this can be a motivator. The second motivation system is a performance appraisal system. Now, what does this mean? A performance appraisal, it means every organization has a system of appraising the work that is being done by that employee. The appraisal cycle could be done at the end of 3 months. It could be also monthly, 3 months, 6 months, or annually. So, whatever the work is being done, that work is being recognized by the manager, and a manager has a review of the work that is being done by that particular employee. Now, a manager also has a one-on-one session with the employees to state that yes, for this particular quarter, every employee was supposed to give 98, you have done 99%. So what you're doing? As a manager, you are appraising the work of that employee. Now, this particular performance appraisal is also going to be a stick for the employees who are non-efficient, जिन्होंने 98 नहीं 95 तक भी नहीं पहुंचे हैं, उनको तो डर न लगना चाहिए. Why? Because they are having a shortfall which may lead to loss of job, loss of incentive, इंक्रीमेंट नहीं मिल सकता है या सीधा धक्का देके निकाल दिया सकता है. This is why performance appraisal system is also a good motivation system. Nextly, ensure flexibility in working arrangements. Now, when we say ensure flexibility in working arrangements, this is nothing but talking about the 24/7 system. आना है 8 घंटे काम करना है, बस ultimately आपको result चाहिए. Most of the organization are now adopting this particular system. The reason behind that, जितना flexible working arrangement होता है, उतने employees motivate हो जाते हैं. They can have a very good balance of their personal life as well as their professional life. A sound motivation system must be correlated to the organizational goals. Every organization should have a 3-point approach. जहां पे सबसे ऊपर ऑर्गेनाइजेशन गोल्स रहेंगे. Those organizational goals will be communicated to the department goals. Now department in the sense in which the employee is working. So HR department है, finance department है, research and development department है या marketing department है accordingly. So the organizational goals will be communicated to the respective departments and the departmental goals should be matching with the individual goals. Now an employee, say suppose XYZ, अब वो बंदा काम कर रहा है एचआर डिपार्टमेंट में. तो एचआर डिपार्टमेंट में वो बंदा काम क्यों कर रहा है, उसके इंडिविजुअल क्या है, इंडिविजुअल गोल्स क्या है, सैलरी के लिए काम करना है, अच्छा जॉब ये है, फिर प्रमोशन है. दीज आर एज इंडिविजुअल गोल्स. अब एज अ एचआर डिपार्टमेंट के गोल्स क्या रहेंगे, दैट टू रिड्यूस द एट्रिशन रेट ऑफ द ऑर्गेनाइजेशन, to get best effect of training and developments that are being conducted, right? These are the departmental goals. और ये departmental goals matching किससे रहेंगे, organization goals के साथ. Organization का goal क्या है, to have a good profit in the coming quarter. 2% से लेकर 3.5% तक ये करना है, प्रॉफिट करना है. टेक एग्जांपल, अभी कोविड टाइम है तो कोविड टाइम में एम्प्लॉइज का मोटिवेशन भी अच्छा रखना है, मार्केट में प्रॉफिट भी कमाना है. दीज आर द ऑर्गेनाइजेशनल गोल्स. सो अ साउंड मोटिवेशन सिस्टम should have a proper combination of the organizational goal, individual goals and the departmental goals. Then the motivation system must be modified to the situation and the organization. A very good example rather I can tell you over here is, since last 1 year, the pandemic stage, many organizations have introduced new policies for the employees. Why? Work from home policy. जो लोग अभी काम घर से कर सकते हैं उनके लिए एक मोटिवेशन है कि चलो मेरी जॉब भी सिक्योर्ड है, आई एम बीइंग पेड फॉर द वर्क दैट आर बीइंग डन, and at the same time my safety is also concerned. I am sitting at home and doing my job. Now what is this? The system has been modified to the situation based on the pandemic. That is why a sound motivation system requires modifying the nature of individual's job. If the job is redesigned or restructured according to the requirement of a situation, pandemic है तो घर से काम करो लेकिन काम करना है. Sometimes job specialization related issues भी रहते हैं. मोनोटोनस जॉब है, सेम रिपीटेटिव जॉब है तो उनका जॉब रोटेशन किया जाएगा, उनका जॉब थोड़ा सा चेंज किया जाएगा सो दैट उनको बोर्डम नहीं होना चाहिए. And at the same time, the management approach should be participative. The top management should always understand what is the opinion, what are the views of their subordinates and employees who are working. इसीलिए कभी कभी उनको डिसीजन मेकिंग प्रोसेस में भी लेना जरूरी है. The motivation system should involve monetary as well as non-monetary benefits. Why? Because both of them are directly connected with the performance. Nextly, motivate yourself to motivate your employees. ये हर एक मैनेजर का होना चाहिए. If the manager himself or herself is not motivated, then definitely the team is not going to be together. The manager must identify the motivators for each employee. कोई प्यार से बोल के काम करेगा, कोई झटका मार के काम करेगा, या कोई है जिसको सिर्फ थोड़ा सा इनपुट दिया तो काम करेगा. सो मोटिवेटर्स हर एक के लिए अलग अलग है. साउंड मोटिवेशन सिस्टम शुड एनकरेज सपोर्टिव सुपरविजन. मैं मैनेजर हूं, आप लोग मेरे अंडर हो, ये अप्रोच नहीं चलेगा. They should come together, they should bind together and then perform a good designated job. Thank you so much. So today we have completed with the motivation aspect of the module 3.